Bertram is an old warrior engine who used to work on the Mid-Sutter Railway along with his brother Bertram. Bertram was abandoned for 50 years until he was discovered by his friend Toby. Both him and Toby helped tourists out with visiting the mines and the castle. If there are any ghosts about, they both make the place very happy. But there are times when even the bravest of engines like Bertram can be scared at times. And this is one of them. One day, Bertram was resting in the yard when Mr. Percival came up.
Bertram, there you are. I need you to go help Duncan, Freddy out at the quarry, will you? With extra work?
Sure thing, smiled Bertram, and he set off to the quarry. Hello, Bertram, glad to have you here. Helping us out with the quarry. Oh, it's my pleasure. I'm great to be of a service anytime. Can you move those trucks out from that siding over there, said Freddy. Sure, the dustier the better. Bertram worked really hard delivering trucks full of slate or coal down the areas of destinations and even taking it to other engines where they would take them. The quarry was getting very busy. Other engines like Sir Handel would often come down just to help out for a few hours and take some slate trucks down to the transfer yard. Bertram was enjoying the company of others. He was very glad that even other standard gauge engines, like Thomas and Percy, would often come and visit as well. Unfortunately, unaware to the happy engine, they were being watched by a bunch of smugglers in the distance. Nobody knew at the time where these guys came from or what country they were from. For all they know, they were most wanted criminals. They were wanted for drug smuggling. Drug smuggling is illegal in any country. Some of it can be in developing countries. You could actually be sentenced for death for drug smuggling, while others it's life in prison. However, the miners at the mines didn't know there were even hidden drugs in the mines, but neither the engines or the miners didn't know anything about this. That time evening came. Bertram saw Duncan resting in the yards. Duncan was grumpy as usual. Hello, Duncan. What? Turn that frown upside down, said Bertram.
Huh! I don't like being here. This place gives me the creeps. If you ask me.
Oh, I wouldn't say. Sure, I've handled a lot of worse of things than that.
Huh! You've been locked outside a certain for 5 decades is enough to drive anyone's head in.
I wouldn't be so snarky. Come on, Duncan, let's get to work. Duncan huffed and snorted as he went to work. That afternoon, that time, Duncan was filling up with water as his tank was running dry. Suddenly he saw 2 men walking toward him. Hey, you engine, you're coming with us down to the mines.
What do you mean that's mine down there? No thanks. I am happy that I am.
You'll do as you're told.
And what are you gonna do? Shoot me and my crew?
Unfortunately, they picked out another gun.
Oh, Jesus Christ, meal my big mouth!
So Duncan's fireman saw them holding a gun. He quickly pulled out his phone and he was about to telephone the police. Unfortunately,
that's it, Trevor! Call the police on these evil people!
What? This fireman's gonna call the police first, confiscate his phone and destroy it.
Duncan, you idiot!
Look what you've done! You blew our chances of getting out of a situation!
Oh, me and my big mouth again!
Bertram was just finishing doing his shunting duties and was about to head head back to the sheds to rest when he saw Duncan in a rightful pickle. He went to slowly investigate. Right. Take care of this engine and his crew. Strip these men down to their underwear and tie them up in the cab of this engine. As for this engine, duct tape this engine's mouth so he won't cause any more hurricanes.
What? Duct tape my mouth? You're not duct taping my mouth,
said Duncan. Oh no, Duncan! Unfortunately, Bertram was getting rather anxious about what these men were doing that he accidentally let off steam. Huh? There's another engine and its crew. Get that one as well. Unfortunately, Bertram was so startled at this. Driver, firing, let's get out of here! Bertram driver firing quickly reversed Bertram into reverse gear as they quickly puffed out of the quarry back to the sheds. I'm so... That was terrifying. I won't go back to those mines again. I'm ashamed of you, said Skarloey. You call yourself the old warrior, and you got chickened out by two men. They were not any men, Skarloey, said Bertram. They were drug smugglers. I didn't know what to do in this situation. I was too scared what they might do. But still, you have been through worse situations than that. Being spent in that mine for 5 decades is enough to drive you in. And you've dealt with worse things than that. But I can't do it, I don't know what to do. Skarloey is right, said Duke. You call yourself the old warrior. And a member of the George England class. Just remember, you're a member of the George England class family. You should help Duncan out of a situation. As you are the old warrior, you are always chock full of ideas. Alright. Bertram finally got to his senses and he set off to rescue Duncan. I must help my friend, he puffed. Bertram was nearly close to the mines, but he didn't want to be caught by the men again. Suddenly, he came up with an idea. There, resting near the station, was Harold. "Peep-peep!" whistled Bertram. "I need your help, please. There's some drug smugglers. They've got Duncan and his crew, and are threatening to kill them. Can you please go get the authorities, Harold?"
"Certainly, chap. I like to help a friend out in need."
And he buzzed away to get the authorities. "Now," said Bertram, "I must think of something." He quickly puffed in the mines and hid somewhere. "Right," said the men. We've got all the drugs we need. This will make us a lot of money. After we're done, we're blowing up this mine with this engine and its crew with it." Mumbled Duncan. He was so petrified what they were going to do. Bertram could see this. "I know I could scare them. I've seen it in a story before," he said. "Ooh, you men shouldn't be here," he said. Suddenly the men heard something. "What is that?" "I'm the spirit of the mines. How dare you invade the mines for drugs? And how dare you put this engine and its crew and threaten to blow them up? You are not welcome here. Leave this mine and railway immediately. If you ever come back, I will suck your souls out." The men were so startled by this, they ran off, taking the drugs with them. Bertram chuckled as they ran away. Just as they were about to get to the car,
Well, chaps. Where do you think you're going?"
said Harold. There, Harold, along with Mr. Percival, the mining manager, and the policeman, all cornering them. "Take them away, boys." "Oh, hello, Duncan. Do you need some help getting that duct tape off?" "All right. Driver, can you take this duct tape off Duncan's mouth? Okay.
Thank you.
That night at the sheds, Mr. Percival had something to say. Well done, Bertram! What smart thinking you did! For the old warrior, you are always full of chuck ideas. You are a great member to my railway. Please give a 3 cheers for Bertram the old warrior. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! All the engines tooted. Well done! Bertram? Yes, well done! Said 2, said Reneus and Peterson. Bertram was proud of this. He knew, despite how scared he was of those drug smugglers, he was able to figure he was always full of ideas and how to get and sort situations out. Bertram still remains on this railway today, and when trouble is near, Bertram will always come to the rescue to help others out, even in his times of when he's scared too.